So hello everyone again here on my channel and at my premises city. I'm Al and hello everyone, hello nice in a immense YouTube space, and particularly just in Atlanta being so huge and immense that I cannot even externalize to what extent. So guys, I meant to bring something to show and tell for tonight, but you know what, I'm just lazy creature. I just didn't want to grab something. I wanted actually, but then I changed my mind and just let's envision in our minds that thing being here right in front of your own eyes, like right now in front of the camera. And guess what that would be? That would be like a regular, which is metal line made scrub for dish, and I use that metal scrub for dish regularly once a year. I'm kidding. More often than once a year, but I don't want some tree to grow in my metal made teapot that I use every day. There's this moss and little green and stuff, and living sprouts, and going right into the living tree. That happening right in my right in my metal pot. Cooking pottage, so I don't want that to happen, and that's why I use my metal line metal made scrub for scrubbing dishes, for scrubbing different surfaces, and for mostly for dishes. And when I do dishes, I use it I just say like 5 times out of 10, one half of all the instances of using that. Of get into the practice of washing, get into fucking practice of washing my dishes. I cannot fucking believe I said it. Get into the practice of washing my dishes. I use that item in 1.5 of all those usages. I use that metal scrub for better just scrubbing and removing dirt from the inner sides of my I should say that those inner sides, they do not have any layer of dirt in it, because I wipe it, and I don't wipe it, I just wash it with a flow of water. And that metal scrub is only probably used for removing just hardly stuck and solidified remains of some grains that that been cooked previously, and then they solidified because I didn't push them to the whole mass of liquid-like substance when it was cooked. Just in that very moment, tiny spots might have remained on the outer brinks of the inner side of my metal-made tip cooking pot. And with not having removed, with not removing them, I say, to the whole liquid mass just right after it's been cooked, they solidify then, and they remain like not even dirt, like spots scattered here and there on the inner surface of my metal made why do I fucking want to always say teapot? I like tea, but just cooking a metal pot, whatever. You get my idea. So those tiny solidified spots of grains or some porridge or other macaroni, pasta, whatever I cook. I mostly cook macaroni because it's simple and I'm lazy again. So it's my world. I'm not gonna change things as they work right for me. So I use that metal scrub, as I said, predominantly for unsticking those certified dirt spots, like remains of some stuff that I cook. And I just imagine the thing being here, just it's like very, like this big. It's like literally like a metal made sponge, but it's made out of some thin and not so wider metal line made out of some metal resembling. I hope it's metal made out of some unknown metal, of unknown kind of some metal, of unknown kind of metal, of some unknown kind of metal. Now if I can say it correctly. So the metal is unknown, the purpose is clear, the methods of usage are clear, and so on, all this stuff. And so this kind of stuff thing is kind of very resilient, and once you squeeze it and it gets unsqueezed just in that the very moment by itself without having just in 1 second, in one instance, I should say, you know what I'm saying, and just it's very it can bounce if you drop it on the floor. It bounces a little, and then it goes down, not bouncing anymore, because its resilience in terms of like being compared to rubber is pretty low, and maybe it does like 1 or 2 little jumps before it gets quieter on the floor after you dropped it, and it's not resilient in that regard. You drop it and it bounces fucking many times as a rubber made ball, for example, would. And its resilience is in its ability to get to its almost previous shape when you squeeze it, and when you remove your tentacles out of that stuff, and that gets unsqueezed, or maybe not going exactly in that shape that it been previously, but it gets unsqueezed by its ability to be unsqueezed as a natural thing of the trait of metal that is called the memory of metal, or the natural resilience of the material, such as the metal, for example, and rubber and other related materials in terms of their resilience, not the simplicity of the ingredients and their contributors that comprise the whole substance being in them, but the whole idea is here to have a certain feature of getting to almost like its previous shape before. When you remove the load that is applied to this substance, it gets right up to its previous shape, almost like to the exact previous shape that that substance had been previously, or was previously, whatever. So you get what I say anyway, right? I'm not sure that native speakers know themselves what tense is used, like here and there, and they just mix and match them together. And when I listen to those speeches, I'm getting like all those things, not in like by the rule style, but I get them. I say it like they say it, just if they violate the rules and grammar rules, so they neglect them, and they or intentionally break those rules to sound more natively than I do. I like more like casual way of speaking. I know rules, I know grammar, but intentional breaking, if I intentionally break certain grammar rules, it's for one purpose only, to sound like more native, I believe, and that's for a more easy way of going. I don't have to think too much or at all about the words being sounded out just right now, for example, or at any instance you get or your speaking practice. Guys, it's pretty much that I said what I wanted, and let's call it a night, but only for the night, and be good. I got it all. I thank you again for attending my channel to that attempt of yours of being exposed to my shit up tonight, and if so, then you're allowed to give me a dislike, like, whatever mood you have. Use that mood to contribute to my American fluency. We already contributing to my fluency by watching this shit, so you don't need any actions to be undertaken from your side anymore for me to call it more sufficient action of yours. Just do what you want and it'll be good with it. So I got it all again. Now can do it night, whatever time of day you're having right now. Be good with it, and thanks for staying tuned to my channel. Also, I'll let you hope I won't, so don't even ask me to do that. And until then, on my subsequent session of making this shit spoil, then I'm saying night and stuff and shit that rolls along the road of the video shoot up tonight. And stay tuned, and thanks again for being with me tonight. For I still fucking know what you're practicing, but I'm practicing a little American. Be good, I got it all. Night. Thanks again for being with me tonight. Bye.